Welcome to a all new episode of Keep It 100. This is the sports edition. Today, as always, you got myself, D, and you got.
What's going on, man? It's Jace.
Yep. So, like I said, this is the sports edition. Sorry, I've been drinking a little bit. So we're going to do a little
Quarantine.
Quarantine drinking. Going to do something a little different this go around. We're actually going to cover the divisions for NFL, since NFL is hopefully going to be launching here in the next few months here, and then the draft.
Just get excited for it to come back.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I know college football was just announced today, August 29th is kickoff, so I'm definitely excited. Go Seminoles. Hopefully, go Seminoles. We'll see. But other than that, let's get started. Let's start with the AFC South. I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna go. Let's start from worst to first, and so I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna go with the Jags. That's gonna be my last place team.
Shocker.
Yeah, I think that's self-explanatory. I got them going 4-12. I mean, I really don't see them scratching more than that. I was actually going to go 3-13, but I figured I'd give them one more win. I don't think
exactly what I got is 3-13. I don't see them winning more than that.
I don't like the direction that they're going. I really don't even want to spend that much time on them. I do like DJ Chark, the wide receiver. He's a beast.
I feel really bad for him. He's on that team. But
yeah, him.
And Fournette.
Yeah, I was going to say you can say that for him and Fournette. Like Fournette trying to get out of there. So hopefully he gets his wishes, because that's a sinking ship, man. I don't understand the route that they're going to trading away all their players. I get the Nick Foles trade because
they went through 10 years of rebuilding to have the 2 years they had. Now they're back to what looks like another 10 years of rebuilding.
And on top of that, it was a young team. All that team in the AFC Championship, they was all young, from the Blake Bortles to the Fournettes to the Ramseys, the Telvin Smiths. Only person on that team that was old was Calais Campbell. So
and he's still not there, but he's still playing at that level, and you still let him go.
Yeah, so it makes no sense. It makes no sense. So I don't even want to spend that much time on.
Like you said, let's move on from them. So I got Houston in third place, going 7-9. Mainly because of who they let go and their coach.
I got them going 8-8, and I was going to go 7-9, but I went 8-8 just because I like Deshaun Watson, and I just refuse to accept that he's going to look at walking into a season expecting to finish anything under 500. So I give them right at 500. I do not like Bill O'Brien as a head coach, now GM. I don't understand how you trade DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson. You traded DeAndre Hopkins for a bag of Skittles and David Johnson.
Yep. It's like that late night you get drunk and think going to Taco Bell 2 in the morning is a good idea.
Exactly. So
don't know what he was thinking with that.
I know there's been reports that said that they didn't get along, but who cares? Suck it up. You got arguably the best wide receiver in the game. And you trade
Michael Thomas, and you do not trade either one of them.
And you trade him, you didn't even trade him for a top 10 running back. You trade him for David Johnson, who hasn't been good in the past 2.5 years.
Yeah, so I felt like maybe he saw his highlight reels from 2.5 years ago.
I think he pulled up YouTube and seen how beast David Johnson was and thought it was 2019 and didn't realize that it was 2016 when he was putting those numbers up and made that trade.
The one thing I will say, and we talked about this a little bit ourselves, is the receiver group now. I feel if they stay healthy, they can help. I know you hate on them.
I'm sorry. I don't believe in Cooks. He hasn't played a full season in I don't know how long. I don't believe in Cobb. I don't believe in Will Fuller. He's one cut from tearing his ACL again. I don't believe in Kenny Stills if he even still on the roster. I don't believe in David Johnson coming out of the backfield. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't believe I also don't believe in Duke Johnson coming out of the backfield either. So I don't believe in anything. Only good thing
about the year, Duke Johnson might be the only healthy player you just listed.
Well, yeah. So the only good thing about the Texans is J.J. Watt, and I'm really not even a fan of J.J. Watt, but he's
if he can stay healthy.
If he can stay healthy, exactly. So, I'm just disappointed all the way around. I really think the Texans need to reevaluate their coach and also giving him all that power, because
it's it's going to be hard to see because those 2-3 years ago on paper, that is a legit team. So if they can stay healthy and build chemistry,
I don't know. I don't see it. I'm sorry, I don't see it. I mean, I don't believe in any of those wide receivers. None of them. So
I know they're middle of the pack as far as strength of schedule. So, yeah.
It still don't matter. I just don't see it. That's why I'm going 8-8, and I'm only giving him 8-8 because of Deshaun Watson. I think he's gonna will a few games just by his legs alone, just like he did last year. So that's
Well, they went what? I got him at 10-6 last year. So
yeah. And Deshaun Watson won a lot.
They don't have Hopkins to put the team on the back.
Exactly. Hopkins won a lot of those games with some big catches last year. So
that's going to be a lot of targets. It's going to be interesting to see where those targets go.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming they're just going to spread it around and then see who's going to come out of that as a decent receiver out of the four.
It's weird because they got basic 3.5, 4 of the same type of player. Cooks and Fuller with the speed, Cobb's right there with agility. They're all the same type of player. Who's going to go up and get the ball?
Exactly. Nobody's going to go up and get the ball. And the only reason why Will Fuller was as good as he was is because DeAndre Hopkins was on the other side. So
I know they did also lose Breeder on defense, and with Clowney being traded obviously last year, I don't know where that's going to leave their defense. So.
We'll see, man. I don't, like I said, I don't believe in the coach. I wish they had a better coach. I feel bad for Deshaun Watson. And if I was him, I would ask to be traded, or when my contract is up, give me the biggest contract in the world. That's the only way I'm staying. I'm bigger than Mahomes.
I put him right around, what was it, Marvin Jones? That's who that coach is to me.
Yeah. Actually, I would take Marvin Jones over Bill O'Brien. So,
damn. All right. Well, I'll kick it back over to you for your second place team.
So my second place team, obviously, I went with the Colts. I went 9-7 with them, but it can either go 10-6. It all depends on the arm of Phillip Rivers. Let's be honest. If he can come out and have a decent season, then they will be good. I do like Jonathan Taylor, the running back from Wisconsin that they drafted. I think that what they're going to do is they're going to run Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor and hope that Phillip Rivers can just manage the game and don't throw the game away. So
I think the Colts are going to be, in my opinion, the leader of the division, and I actually have Tennessee second.
Ooh.
Going 9-7, the same as last year. Now, they did go obviously on the playoff run last year for the AFC, but
yeah, I mean, they went to the AFC Championship game.
The same.
So that was a good ass run. That was a good ass run. So
they didn't really make too many changes. They did lose Casey to the Broncos. Go Broncos.
You're talking about Indy?
No, I'm talking about Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Because I got Indy actually probably they made the most changes. I mean, they got Buckner from 49ers. They got Xavier Rhodes from Minnesota.
I got the Colts going 10-6 to win.
I said it would either be 9-7 or 10-6, but it all depends on Phillip Rivers. If Phillip Rivers came out and played like he did last year, then they going 9-7. If he plays decent and they play the running back game and just run the ball with the two running backs, because I think Jonathan Taylor will be the starter over Marlon Mack probably by week 6, week 7. I think if they do that, I think they have a good shot at finishing number 1. But to me,
I think Rivers last year was just an off year. Every quarterback's due one. He doesn't have very many. He's usually very consistent.
But he is old. He's old though.
A little bit older.
He's old. And he ain't a Tom Brady old. Like he's an old quarterback.
I think he's going to have a lot to prove, and I have the Colts first because they do have a lot of pieces, a lot of successful pieces. They're going to have a good defense.
No, I think the Colts. I like their. Like I said, I got them going either 9-7 or 10-6. I actually got Tennessee either going 10-6 or 11-5. So Tennessee and the Colts can either tie in that division. Honestly,
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I look at it as the Colts went 7-9 last year with Brissett, and I'm pretty sure he was hurt like 4 weeks.
Yeah, he did. I actually like Brissett better than I like Phillip Rivers. Honestly,
I don't know. I think game management with that defense, they're not going to need a whole lot. They have a solid O-line.
Phillip Rivers is a risk taker. That's the reason why I don't like. I mean, he had more weapons in San Diego last year than he do right now with the Colts, and he just gave away games last year. So
they do have a couple good running backs out of the backfield, the same as he's used to. They obviously have Ty. Michael Pittman Jr. will, I don't know.
Well,
I'm not saying better than what he had, but he's going to have a solid team to go to.
I think last year having Hunter Henry, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Melvin Gordon, and Austin Eckler is a better squad than what – because Jonathan Taylor's still rookie, so we don't know what we're going to get from Jonathan Taylor. Even though he was a beast at Wisconsin, you never really know.
That's kind of why I think last year was an off season for him. They had a little bit of drama with holdouts and people getting hurt.
That's true.
Williams really hasn't played to his potential.
That's true. Yeah, Williams just came alive last year, but that could go both ways. That can go Phillip Rivers just wasn't as what he should have been for Williams to reach his potential, or it was Williams not.
I had Williams on fantasy, man, and he did not impress last year. He had a lot of drops in the beginning of the season, and he just could not get open.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it can go either way with Tennessee or the Colts. I got Tennessee as a division winner. I think they're going to run Derrick Henry. I mean, hopefully, because a lot of the times it seems like what they do is the first 4 to 6 weeks they try a different offense, and then right after they just like, all right, let's just Derrick Henry.
They did lose Coughlin, which is a star tackle. They lost Sharp, which not a great receiver, but they lost him.
Well, but they didn't need him though.
Delane Walker retired.
They didn't need Sharp. They got A.J. Brown. That's the reason why Sharp walked. A.J. Brown is a beast. You see what he did last year in his rookie year. So another year under the offense, Derrick Henry, they're going to load the box on Derrick Henry. So that means he's going to have one-on-one matchups. So if Tannehill can play just a little bit good like he did last year, if he can give Tennessee what he gave Tennessee last year and just step it up just a little bit more, they can definitely go 11-5. Because
I'm not going to be surprised if they both make the playoffs. They actually aren't tied, but they have the first and second easiest schedule.
Yeah,
strength of schedule in the NFL.
Yeah, I know Tennessee's schedule is pretty easy. I do like the Vic Beasley pickup that they got from Atlanta. I think if he can come in and do just a little bit what he did a few years ago when he was in Atlanta, I know he kind of struggled the past couple of years, but his first 2 years he was good. So if he comes in,
you're talking about 2016. So we're in the 2020 season.
Well, yeah, 16 and 17 he was good, but 18 and 19 he had some down years because of injuries and stuff. But if he can come back and be motivated, he's still young. I think that was a good pickup because they needed a pass rusher. I like the Jonathan.
But I think they're going to miss Casey for sure.
Well, yeah,
he's one of the best young D tackles coming up in the league.
Well, for sure, they're definitely going to miss him. That's no question. But I like Jonathan Joseph. I think that brings some veteran leadership in that back. I don't know what happened to Malcolm Butler. Just seems like he took a step back last year. So we'll see how they improve. But so I got from worst to Jags, Texans, and then Colts and Tennessee, and you pretty much got 1 and 2 switched on your end.
Yeah, I think the Colts defense is going to. Well, I shouldn't say surprise because they're good. They're going to be a top 3 defense next year. DeForest Buckner is huge.
And they got that linebacker. I can't remember his name.
I know who you're talking about. It's
but he's a beast though. I cannot remember his name.
It's like Denaris Leonard or something.
Something like that. But he is a beast.
And he was a rookie last year?
Yeah. And I think he had the most tackles. I want to say he had the most tackles in the league last year.
And they have Derwin James, right? They have another safety outside.
Darren James played for the Chargers.
Did you play? Okay.
Yeah. No,
so they have a star safety too. I can't think of who it is.
Colts?
The Colts, yeah.
I don't know the star safety you're talking about.
They got quite a few.
I know. I know their defense is good. So it all comes down to honestly, the quarterbacks. I think on both teams. It's what Phillip Rivers is going to do, and also what Tannehill is going to do. I think if they can give you decent seasons, I think they both.
Darius Leonard, that's who we're trying to think of. And they have Malik Hooker as the safety.
Who?
Malik Hooker.
Oh, well, Darius Leonard is a beast. That's all I know. All I see every time I watched the Colts play last year, he was making a play. So, if he comes back well,
put his name on the map last year as a rookie.
Oh,
he was probably one of the best rookies. So.
Big time. Like I said, I think he led the league in tackles. I want to say. Not sure. I'm just throwing that out there, but he was in the top 3.
Right.
Yeah, I think he was in the top 3 for sure. So if you want, we can go over to. You got any more on the AFC South?
No, I think that pretty much wraps the South up.
We can jump over to the NFC South.
All right, so you want me to go ahead and start? I got the Panthers losing the division, 4th place. It's 6-10, and I think that might be a little generous, given their strength of schedule and who is in their division.
Well, they strength schedule. They have one of the easiest schedules though. They got the 18th easiest schedule, which is that's not bad. But their team is just not going to be good regardless of whoever they played. I got them being last in the division too. I got them being 4-12.
I've got them as having the 4th hardest schedule in the league, tied.
You got them at the 4th hardest?
Yep.
Huh.
And I know that's changed quite a bit over, things go back and forth in this couple months before season starts off and they do acquisitions and everything.
Yeah, I did this. I took these notes, I want to say about a month ago, so it could have changed, but I had them as the 18th easiest schedule. But regardless of if it was the hardest schedule or the easiest schedule, I had them finishing 4-12. I don't think
okay.
I don't think they're going to be good at all. I like Teddy Bridgewater, but I don't think Teddy Bridgewater I don't think he's going to put your team over the top. I actually feel bad for McCaffrey because he's going into his prime and he's going to have some horrible years with that team in his prime.
I think if they weren't in that division, they still might not have a chance, but obviously would fare better.
No.
In that division, they don't have I don't think they have a chance to go to the playoffs at all. Obviously, I have them at 6-10.
And not only that, Luke Kuechly retired. I mean, their best defensive player retired. So not only did you lose your star quarterback, you cut your star quarterback. You got a new head coach coming in to run a whole new scheme. Got Teddy Bridgewater coming in, and also
I think they have new everything: offense, defensive coordinator.
Yeah. So I just can't. It's going to be a couple of years before they get. Matt Rule was good at Baylor, but college football and NFL is completely different. So we'll see how he transitions. I got them 4-12. Like I said, I feel bad for McCaffrey. I really do. I think he's gonna. I know he signed that big deal in the offseason, but he's gonna end
up breaking a lot of NFL records as one of the only weapons on that team.
And he's also probably going to be broken by the end of the season too, because he's going to take.
I don't know. He's had two years in a row with the most snaps on offense.
And that's going to eventually wear on you. It's going to eventually wear on you.
I don't know. He might just be that version of AP, man. He's a machine, I think.
And where it come on now, it did wear on AP. I mean, he was a beast, but it wear on him. That's the reason why he tore the ACLs and he kept getting hurt after that.
But he was good till what, like 28? I don't think AP got hurt before that, right? So.
He played 5 seasons, and then that's when he tore his ACL, and then he came back next year and ran for 2,000, and he hasn't been the same since. Granted, he's old now. Those couple of years out of the league that.
There's a big difference when you turn 32 as a running back, or 30, I should say.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I like McCaffrey, man. I think he's good. I don't know if he is going to be built to carry that team for 4 years. It's going to be 2 to 4 years before that team gets back to where it was a couple of years ago playing the Broncos. So we'll see, man.
Yeah. Well, obviously, as a Broncos fan, I couldn't feel too bad, but I did feel bad for Cam because I kind of felt like that was his one chance to win a Super Bowl.
Well, and look at him now, man. He may not even play football this year. So it's
still play somewhere.
I hope so. I was hoping the Jags would pick him up or the Patriots. I still think he got a lot of football left in him. So
somebody will have an injury to that starting quarterback and take him.
We'll see.
If somebody was smart, they wouldn't wait. They would get him now and get him accustomed to the playbook.
But we'll see, man. We'll see.
Who do you got in the third place?
So in the third place, I got Atlanta coming in at 8-8. To me, I think they have the fifth hardest schedule. I think they will be a little bit better last year. I do like the Ty Gurley pickup. The only problem is you don't know what you're going to get with Ty Gurley. So you don't know how healthy he is. And even the offensive coordinator came out a couple of weeks ago and said, yes, we signed Ty Gurley, but nobody knows his status right now. So that's when the offensive coordinator.
Unfortunately, due to COVID.
Yeah. So when
we're not having team meetings until yesterday.
Right. So when the offensive coordinator come out and he says something like that, like I don't know what we're going to get from him, that worries me. But he is coming.
Well, I was torn with the Falcons. I wanted to go 8-8. I kind of put them at 7-9. I don't know. I'm going to go with 7-9 just because of strength of schedule and division, who they obviously have to play.
I mean, they got a tough division. I mean, you're going against the Bucks and the Bucks and the Saints, so they got a tough division. But I think Matt Ryan and Julio would definitely squeeze in, and I think you're going to get at least 8 to 10 solid games out of Ty Gurley because he's coming home. So anytime you're playing in front of your family, you get at home cooking, it's a different feeling. So I think he's going to have a lot to prove. So I'm rooting for Ty Gurley, man. I think he got screwed over.
I am too. Honestly, I think it might be Todd Gurley's last team. I don't know if he could go somewhere else past this. So I think he will try and show out, even if his knee can only hold up a year.
Well, I think he only signed a 1-year deal, honestly. So, I mean, if he shows out, I think he'll continue to play. I think the Atlanta will sign him. So maybe another 2 years or so. But it all depends on what that knee does. So
Atlanta still has great receivers. They did lose Hooper and Desmond Trufant on defense. I think
they did lose Trufant, but they did draft AJ Terrell. So that replaces Trufant. Trufant, honestly, he wasn't that. I mean, he kind of took a step back over the past couple of years. I mean, he was getting beat all over the field. And I don't even know about AJ Terrell because I seen him in the national championship game one against LSU. And
I don't know about last year, but the year before that, Trufant was like a number 2 cornerback. So
I wouldn't say that. Now you tripping.
He was up there.
You said number 2. Now you tripping.
Like second overall in the NFL.
Now you tripping.
Next to my boy Chris Harris, who rest in peace, he's not with us anymore. But
does Jalen Ramsey? He didn't play football?
No, he don't. He didn't play that.
Richard Sherman didn't play last year. Richard Sherman didn't play last year.
Richard Sherman. He's still in the NFL?
Oh, yeah. He only played in the Super Bowl last year. What I'm talking
about. I can't hate on him. But.
He only played in the Super Bowl last year. So what we talking about? And then also that little wire, that cornerback in Miami too. He's a beast too that nobody talks about. So I wouldn't say he's second. I mean, Trufant's
he's up there. You can't say he got replaced by a rookie that you haven't seen on the field yet. I'm sorry.
And AJ Terrell, he got something to prove. Like I said, when I see him in the national championship game going against LSU, those LSU wide receivers had him all over.
They didn't even have him going as a first-round draft pick, and he went 16th overall.
Terrell?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had that bad showing in the national championship game, so it kind of dropped his stock. So it'd be curious to see how he's going to be in the NFL going against Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, or Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. So, but he's going to have a great test at practice every day going against Julio. So we'll see how that pans out. So let's move on. Who do you have as your second team?
So this was pretty tough for me. But I do have the Bucks going 11-5. I'm happy that I can now be a Brady fan just because I personally, even if Belichick is the greatest coach of all time, I hate Belichick. He's a cheater. I don't know. Anyway, I got him going 11-5. Obviously, Brady, Gronk. They still have Howard, whether they use him out of the backfield or trade him for another piece. They retained everybody on defense they needed to. They had a top defense last year. I wouldn't be surprised if, the Bucks and the Saints, again, both made the playoffs. So the Bucks went 7-9 last year, and they were playing from behind in every game.
Yeah.
So Brady as a manager, I think, is going to replace that without a running back or not.
So I'm going to second everything that you said. I got the Bucks going 10-6, or either 11-5, one of the two. I think it's going to take a while for Tom Brady to get on the same page especially with the COVID stuff, and they can't practice like they want to. So I think it's going to take him a while to get adjusted to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. And also Gronk coming back, he's going to need at least a few weeks before he gets in football shape. He got to take a few hits. I mean, because he dropped a lot of weight last year when he was doing that broadcasting. I do like
Gronk. A lot of it is going to come down to, can he still block? Because he was arguably one of the best blocking tight ends of all time.
Yeah, I do like that they kept
weight and shape.
Yeah, I do like that they kept O.J. Howard, because I definitely like O.J. Howard. I think he's a beast, and I think Tom Brady is going to look – I won't be surprised if O.J. Howard is the top target on that offense, right behind probably Chris Godwin.
I wouldn't be surprised if O.J. Howard comes out of the backfield like White.
Yeah.
If he – because they might line him up all over the field.
Yeah, because O.J. Howard, to me, he's a hybrid. He's a hybrid receiver / tight end, but he can do it all, man, because he's quick, he's slim. I wouldn't be surprised. It's going to be him and Chris Godwin is going to be right here as far as targets goes. I think Tom Brady is definitely going to love Chris Godwin. I think Mike Evans is going to take a step back. I don't know what Tom Brady deep ball looks like, and to me, that's how Mike Evans always is on the deep ball. So we'll see. I just think those first couple of weeks are going to be a struggle. Yeah, I think those first couple of weeks are going to be a struggle. And my thing is they have no running back. They have no running back.
Well, that's why I think O.J. Howard's going to line up in the backfield.
Well,
I wouldn't be surprised 30% of snaps he comes out of the backfield.
We'll see. I mean, they're going to definitely move him around. I truly believe they're definitely going to move him around. I just think that going with Ronald Jones and I forget the other guy's name, the other running back. I don't think regardless, I just don't think you can count on them. Although Tom Brady has never had a great running back.
I think it was Jacquizz Rodgers last year. I don't even know if he still plays for the team.
Nah, it wasn't Jacquizz Rodgers. I forget his name. I'm drawing a blank, but it wasn't Jacquizz Rodgers. But regardless, Tom Brady has never had a good running back behind him anyway. In all his years, I think the best running back he had was probably Corey Dillon. James White, but he wasn't really a running back. He was a slot receiver that played running back. Sony Michel had that one good year, and then I don't even know what happened to him last year. So
he had a horrible year, but a lot of that too was their offensive line and their inability to make plays.
The thing. Tampa Bay offensive line was horrible last year, and I know Jameis Winston threw a lot of interceptions, but a lot of the times he was running for his life. So we'll see if they're going to be able to protect Tom Brady, because they damn sure wasn't able to protect Jameis Winston last year.
We'll see if the tackle from Iowa helps, but
yeah, well, that's one guy though.
He'll be in instantly, yeah, but a tackle's important.
I know a tackle can make a big difference, but if Tom Brady can stay up, I mean, the dude is over 40. So if he can stay on his feet and he's not running for his life like Jameis Winston, I think by week 6, week 7, they're definitely going to be a tough out. Obviously, I got the Saints winning the division. I got them going 12-4. I think that Emmanuel Sanders pickup was huge.
Yeah.
For that offense, for Drew Brees, and also for Michael Thomas. I think that's just going to open Michael Thomas up more, which is crazy to say because he was the best wide receiver in the NFL last year. So,
hands down, it's definitely going to open him up more. And Cook comes back healthy. Obviously, Kamara might be arguably the best.
They may have the best offense next year. It's going to be between them and Kansas City. And I only say Kansas City because of Patrick Mahomes.
For sure.
All around, the Saints have more. I mean, Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, Jared Cook, Kamara. Come on, man. Come on. That's a nice.
I got them going 13-3, which is how they finished last year, which is, that's why I think the Saints and the Bucs could definitely both win, or not win, go to the playoffs, which is hard to do in the NFC. So.
They both definitely going to the playoffs. I got Saints going 12-4. I think they're both going to go to the playoffs. But what's great is the opening week is Tampa Bay versus the Saints. So that's going to be must-see TV. I'm praying that they're gonna let fans come to some of the games this year because there is a Sunday night game with the Bucks and the Saints that I got marked on that calendar that me and you both talked about. It's a Sunday night football game. It falls on my birthday that I'm definitely if we're able to go and watch that, I'm definitely going to watch it.
Tampa's 2 hours from us, guys. So
yeah, definitely going to watch that game for sure. So I'm praying that we can go and sit and actually enjoy a football game. So we can just go and I celebrate. That'll be the best birthday gift is to go and watch Breeze and Brady go at it. A couple of years ago, I watched Brady and Mahomes go at it, and when I went to New England, and that was great. So
obviously, I want to go to that game, but I really just want there to be football in general this year.
Well, we know it's going to be football. Like I said in the beginning, college football did announce August 29th their kickoff, so I'm pretty sure NFL is going to follow suit. I just think it's going to be weird if they do it with no fans. And I heard that they're going to pump crowd noise into the games. So it'll be interesting.
I'm interested to see how they're going to do that because every stadium is a little different. Are they going to set like a bar of where it has to be? Because if you're in a dome versus obviously an open field, it's going to be completely different as far as crowd noise. How are they going to determine how loud a game is?
But that's what I'm saying. That's they're gonna. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they're gonna pump noise into the.
So
to the
like
TV. So
third and fourth down, is it always
they just gotta pump
100 decibels, whether it's 37-0 or are they gonna have fake fans lead the field when it's 37-0?
Yeah,
gonna walk out on your team.
Yeah, pretty much. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Gonna have fake boos.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see because a lot of the announcements, man, the announcers, they feed off of the fans, like Tony Romo and all them. They feed off of that energy when they're making those plays. So it's gonna be interesting to hear a running back or a wide receiver break out just to see if they're gonna get excited or not, because I think they get as loud as the fans get. So
I just think like home teams, when you're on offense, how quiet is it gonna be?
Yeah.
They're not going to have anything pumped in. It's going to be dead silence.
Right, exactly.
I don't know. That's going to be odd.
We'll see. But to wrap it up, so just going to wrap it up here a little bit. So you got the Saints. We both got the Saints winning the NFC South. And in the AFC South, you got Indy, and I got Tennessee. So we'll see how it plays out. Thank you guys for listening to a all new episode of Quarantine Sports Edition of Keeping It 100. We're going to probably release an episode once a week or twice a week, depending on what our schedules look like. We both are still working. Thank God we both still have jobs that we're still able to go to every day. So
very fortunate.
Yeah, definitely very fortunate. So we're going to try to do as many episodes as we can. Please leave your comments, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you guys pick. If we got it wrong, thumbs up, thumbs down. Just let us know. Anything is good. So thank you guys for listening. And once again, my name is D.
You got Jace.
And thank you guys. Have a good one.
Thank you. Deuces.